Yeah, what it is. So before we start, I just want to start off by first saying that there's absolutely no gore, violence, substances, hate speech, or anything else of the nature during the commission of this video. And if you don't know, this is your man's reporting to you live from the back of the classroom, Petty Murphy, aka MAGA Boy, doing what I do best, and that is the world's most illustrious propaganda pimping. If anything you see during the course of this video resonates, by all means, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. What's cracking? You already know what it is. You already know who it is. So we're just gonna get right on it. Now, y'all know I'm always talking about the same shit I'm always talking about, right? And our people let their emotions influence their thoughts, thinking, and decisions instead of being objective and sticking to the facts, right? So let's get to it. Y'all remember the usual suspects? Pinnifer, Gallinaro, and old Fifi Moore, right? Now, pay attention.
So, nowhere in here does it say no. So then, we need to get it done. And we're during the meeting time, so in here, that's fine, but I don't trust her, I'll be honest with you. If you want to talk,
out of the mouth of Fifi Moore herself, right?
It is ridiculous. If you know what's going on,
it's not part of the dress code,
you know,
because I wear a uniform. That's their excuse now, right? Because remember,
go home for what?
It's a cotton, they call it political. Fine, that's personal because there's nothing political about it.
It may not be from your perspective, but it can be through other people because it does signify a pro-Palestine.
No, Palestine has a specific kafia that is all white with black background undertone with a specific design. This is not a Palestinian kafia. In fact, I can show you a Palestinian kafia.
I'm just repeating.
No, I understand, but what I'm saying is that
the bottom line is they're asking that that we stick to the dress code, which is basically the pants and the clothes. As for anybody else, that's the policy.
all right, there we go. So now you heard it this time, straight from the mouth of the right? And in the last meeting we had Friday with my delegate on the phone, she said the same thing. She said it over and over and over again. But this is where, again, they be fucking up. Now, they pulled me to the side in the patient care area and questioned me about the mask, which I clearly did just to get a meeting, because as Jenny said, we had a meeting with the delegate without you, even though it was a meeting that you requested, your delegate to request. Stupid! So, the reason I used the delegate I did is because, one, we're in the same department. Two, we have the same title. Three, we wear the same uniform and are held to the same dress code. Look at this asshole burn this light. Germain, Toyota, maroon. I'm gonna report that bitch, just blowing that fucking light. Yeah, I sure am. Fuck it. Matter of fact, hold on. NPD. But see, that motherfucker could have hit me. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. Don't nobody want to play the fucking game right. Yeah, I'm gonna report that bitch. Suck a dick. So yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying, right? So, we got the same title, right? Now, Newman explicitly said, because it gets a little chilly in the gym sometimes, you're allowed to wear a scarf or a sweater. But now, simply because she don't like me and is singling me out, which they claim they not, all of a sudden now I can't wear my scarf, right? Which I was been wearing for spiritual and religious reasons, right? However, the individual that I used as my delegate when they pulled me to the side is supposed to wear the same uniform I am, as she stated, brown khaki pants and a black held up. But this person wears their own personal sweater every day and has been for the last 13, 14 years. Yet, Nunu never says anything. Even when I use this person as a delegate, they stand right there next to Nunu and Jin and old Senor Salvatore and now old fabulous Fifi, completely out of fucking dress code, and no one says a fucking thing as they then proceed to tell me that I'm not following the rules or the protocol of the institution. As they sit there and have a delegate completely out of fucking dress code as they're telling me I'm not in dress code. Could you imagine the fucking audacity? The level of hypocrisy, idiocracy. And this is the director and her 2 minion managers, which we affectionately now call the triune. So yeah, no. You know I've got it. I'm just gonna package it with everything else and send it on to the state. It's unfortunate y'all really have to become this, but till y'all stop being an ass, I'm gonna keep putting foot in the ass. And Campo Santos, I'm gonna make one just for you too, mama. But yeah, man, realize, transparency forces accountability. This is the age of Aquarius. I told y'all a few years ago, go back to the timeline. It's your man's MAGA boy, aka Petty Murphy, doing what I do the bestest, and that is the most illustrious propaganda pimping. Hey, no. You be safe out there, because clearly, out of the 3 of you combined, there's about 1 brain cell there, because you look at the rules, you look at the laws, but for whatever reason, when it comes to me, you go, oh, fuck it. We're going to do what we want, and we're going to continue to get away with it. But just like I showed you, HR's not going to do anything either, because I've already shown y'all what Jose LaBraca had to say. And that's what they do. And so, liberalism 101. Just like Malcolm X said, smile in your face, knife in the back. Or as Brother Martin said, unfortunately for my people, my dream has become a nightmare. But guess what? I like nightmares. You know why I like nightmares? Because see, when Mrs. Gray from 1199 told me, which I've already uploaded and I can again, that I was about to open Pandora's box and I wasn't going to like what came out, man, you don't understand. I've been dealing with this type of shit my whole life. I use this type of shit to actually fuel me. This is the type of shit that gives me inspiration. Y'all motherfuckers have become my muse. Thank you for giving me a reason to man up, stand on business, get myself sober, stop self-medicating on the narcos, and become the drug myself. That's why TikTok's always banning my shit for substances, right? Because I am the drugs. I am the drogas. I am the manteca in the flesh. And since y'all keep playing, I'm gonna make sure to leave all y'all strung the fuck out. Ha ha!